friends and family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa and this is Little Tooth Adventures. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a reversible beret. You will find a link to the pattern in the description below. Let's get into it. For this project, you'll need two similar types of fabric with different patterns or different colors. Lay out your first fabric and cut around the outside of the pattern, creating a circle. Do this twice. With the second circle, cut out the inside of the pattern, creating a donut. Now do the same thing with your other fabric. Lay out your first circle, and with the matching donut face down, pin the outsides together. Repeat with the other fabric. Using a serger, zigzag stitch or straight stitch, depending on your fabric, sew around the outsides of the circles. You should have two pieces that roughly look like this. Flip one of the pieces right side out and pin on the inside of the other piece along the center of the donut hole. Sew the donut holes together, leaving at least a 1-inch gap at the end. This is so we can flip the fabric through the hole in the next step. Secure the ends of the threads and start pulling the fabric through that hole you made. If you didn't leave a big enough hole, this part could be quite challenging. Just take your time so you don't break any seams. Once that's done, you'll end up with a weird looking sack thing. Just fold one of the colors inside the other color and you pretty much have your beret already. You just have one more step to go. For this next part, you'll need a needle and thread and some patience. Find the gap you pulled the fabric through. Now we'll do what's called a hidden stitch. With a knot on the end of the thread, thread the needle through one side of the gap. and start zigzagging the stitches between the fabrics on the inside of the gap. The stitches should be perpendicular from each other, so if you were to pull in the thread, it would pull the fabric together instead of shifting it. Once you get to the end of the gap, pull on the fabric a little to make sure the seam sits flat. To tie off your seam, hook the needle under your last stitch and loop it through the remaining thread. This will create a knot. Tie off the thread a couple more times to make a really secure knot. Take the needle and slip it between the seam right beside the knot without sewing the fabric. The needle should be kind of loose within the hat. Giving a fair amount of space, pull the needle through the outside of the fabric. And leaving about a 2-inch tail, cut the thread. If you stretch out the fabric a little bit, that tail should just get sucked inside of the fabric, making the whole seam hidden. And now you can take your new reversible beret out into the wild. What better way to style a beret than red lipstick and a turtleneck? I absolutely love these because you have 2 hats in one. Can't really go wrong with that. If you enjoyed that video, don't forget to like, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.